Hello. Welcome to the stream. As you might remember, I've played this game before. But there's new DLC for it that came out today that finishes the campaign. So now there's not just destroying angry lad trapped in a giant butterfly demon nightmare thing, but there's also DLC called Subject to a bunch of numbers. Cool. And the good thing is that start it, you just have to reroll the campaign. It's not like the other DLC that I bought but never actually got to play because of RNG. But this one you actually get to choose, so I'm kind of happy about that. I think I might do hard, just because, you know, it's been a while since I played the game, right? But it's easy to get back into it. So, and having a little bit of extra challenge will probably make it more entertaining.
What makes us human. Things will be better tomorrow, we say. Over and over. Until we die. A year ago, I walked the worlds and killed the Dreamer. To invade Earth. When I left that damn tower, I thought the war was finally over.
But it only just began.
Still here. And Ford thinks we'll find the answer in the old wards, the ones they never heard from. So I'm heading to Ward Prime, where it all started. Hoping to find the Root's last connection to our world. I'm sure things will be better after that.
Sure.
I think we're getting close. Ford said Ward Prime should be just ahead.
For you. Who's this lad?
If anybody ever lived out here, Root could sneak up and you'd never know. Oh, it's creepy if you ask me. Give me concrete walls and rusted towers any day.
Bow.
Yeah, that's the quiet before an ambush. Can't trust anything out here. Look, I'm grateful to serve the ward and all, but I just couldn't live like that for long. How do you do it?
Just in it for the scrap.
Tell that to all the folks who died fighting the Root before you came along. Still, it's hard to argue with a survivor. Well, whatever the reason, I'm glad you came to us when you did. You know, I got a good feeling about this mission.
I don't. Okay, the game is way too fucking quiet. So. Oh. Okay. 1 second, let me check my audio mixer. It wouldn't be a stream. Wouldn't be a stream without a little bit of technical difficulty. Oh, okay. That should do it. There we go. We actually have noise now. Cool. Forgot that I can't, like... I suppose I should probably throw these into something. Not that I really need it. This... Okay. I like that I'm at nearly level 500. Okay, give me a second here to remember controls. But why was I using... Also, wait, whoa. Oh, okay, anyway. Feels a little... Why does it feel clunky? Sorry if, yeah, what? Sensitivity feels garbage, right? Horizontal camera versus horizontal aiming. Sorry to mess with my settings but it feels really slow. That's better. Kind of. Everything feels really slow for some. Anyway, so I've played through this game a number of times. Just I played through the main campaign with at least 2 or 3 other people. And, you know, powered through it all with them. Feels a little better. Still feels a little garbage and slow for some. Like, why is my character? But yeah, so I've enjoyed this game a lot. Like, I think in the past couple years, this game really and like set a new standard for co-op play. Like, I'm gonna like turn this shit all the way up. It's really irritating me. But I think that this game in general kind of set a new standard for dropping co-op play with a Souls-like style gameplay. Adventure mode bit. Oh, well, there we go. We're gonna play like a trigger-happy monster now. That's too high. Again, apologies to be messing with my stuff here like this, but the game feels really odd right now. Like almost like it's snapping a bit to like different speeds of camera. That feels better. Also, I have no idea who this guy is. Hi, Emma.
Like
welcome.
The one in Ward 13, but smaller. According to Ford, Ward Prime should be just up in those mountains. Shouldn't be hard to find. Hey, I think it would be a good idea to check in with the commander. You know, let the ward know we're okay and that we.
Oh, you just want to leave?
Out here?
Oh, he's the guard. Was he the one who was always standing next to the door?
Never used one of these before, so.
I think I talked to that guy like once at the beginning of my playthrough. Don't worry, it just kills you here and regenerates your consciousness at a different location. Fine. Okay. It's been a while. I didn't actually get a chance to play the other DLC because that one was entirely random and it never spawned in my campaign even when I actually tried to get it to show up and played co-op with people, so kind of irritating. But I really like that you get to re-roll your campaign and just start with this new campaign stuff. Oh, I think that's definitely an improvement. Also, that sounds like weird as zombie noises. Is it just the walking that's slow, or like did they change? Is there like a toggle to run button now or something? What is going on? It's, I don't know, maybe it's just because it's been a while since I played, but everything feels clunky. Oh, hi, Root. Well, I hear more of them. I don't see them yet. Is there anything over here? Like, run, lady. Get that behind me. Like, right then, I was holding down left on my controller. What is this dead zone thing? Is that my problem? 25%? Well, no percent on dead zone. Oh, wait a minute. That feels better. Okay. You know what? Maybe that's what my problem was. Before, it didn't feel like it was actually registering my controller moving around. But yeah, I have like 6 or 7 friends that like this game and play it, who will probably get the DLC eventually, so I'm planning on doing maybe a couple co-op streams at some point with them. Whether it's going to be DLC campaign or the like roguelite survival mode, I'm not sure. Because I'm planning on playing through the campaign by myself first, just to enjoy the story. Lengthwise of this DLC worth the $15. Cool. Also, wait, you spent $15? It was 10. Or did you get like the deluxe edition of Remnant or something like that that came with everything with it before? Because I bought it yesterday, I think, when I got notification from Steam about it, and it was only $9.99. Where you're from is okay. Whereas I figured that, like, I mean, there's a lot of people angry in those Steam forums, it seems. And I assume that they're angry mainly because, like, the last DLC, like, oh, you look new. Looks like a normal archer, but... Oh boy, I'm infected too. Alright, 1 second. Let me get back into this game. Like I said, it's been a while since I played. Oh, I dropped a crystal. Right, B is not roll. Playing Dark Souls 3, I think, recently. Oh, what is it? Ghost skin, like, right? I should actually probably set things appropriately. If I'm gonna get root rot from everything, then I should probably set this up properly. But yeah, I imagine a lot of people who are angry on the Steam forums about this kind of thing were kind of mad about the RNG aspects of the DLC, I assume. Which, you know, the game, you know, the auto-generating the map and whatnot, so it's different every time and everything like that. Seems good. I see the flashing crystal. I think probably locked up by a door, I bet, though. I see why people were angry about it, but you know, I mean, whatever. For like the diehard people who like really want the DLC. That isn't bad. I think I was trying that out. I get it. Why they might not like it. And I mean, I'm, you know, personally slightly miffed about never getting it, but like, I'm not gonna lose sleep over, you know. Going to the end of the DLC out always takes a while. Yeah, I was like, one of my friends who really enjoyed this game wanted to play more co-op games like it, and so I suggested Code Vein to him as well as Dark Souls 3, and so I played a little bit of Code Vein with him and then a little bit of Dark Souls. Actually, we never actually got to play Dark Souls 3 together. I just played it again by myself. Right. Oh, hi. You look annoying. But I replayed through some of Dark Souls 3, and I think that was the last style of game like this that I played, so control-wise. Oh, you're one of you. No issues RNG. Love this game. Like I was saying earlier, oh, there's a fatty. Hold up. Get inside. Where are you, lad? I think he's coming into the building. Where is he? Oh, I can't get through that. Okay, did they change, like, control-wise? Did it become push to run and not a toggle anymore? Because I could have sworn it was push before, and I don't know why I feel like I'm messing it up a lot. I guess it's just getting used to controls, maybe. But also just having to redo all my like horizontal sensitivity and whatnot makes me wonder about if anything changed settings-wise. So, because I'm playing poorly right now, but if you believe me, I'm actually decent at this game when I get back into it. Oh, hi. I like these guys' new design. Print should be press.
That was rough.
Okay. So you're on console. Okay, I'm on PC, but I use a controller. So this is giving me like Resident Evil 4 vibes, just environment-wise. Also, was there really? Oh, I probably shouldn't. Oh, I see you. Yeah, I definitely have a different play style when I play by myself versus when I play with people. Like when I'm with people, we just kind of run in and see what happens and generally get into a lot of nonsense, but it works out okay because, you know, we can heal each other. And there's a lot more like resist enemies in this area than I remember. I mean, remember being in the game in general. I obviously haven't done this section before, but it kind of kills the like the build that I have where you get the additional damage when they don't know that you're there and whatnot. Just be prepared to die. All right. I mean, I also set it on hard, so I'm anticipating dying at least a few times. But yeah, and this really does remind me of Resident Evil 4, which, oh hi, which I haven't played in ages, but just like, I guess rundown village in the middle of a kind of boggy forest. That makes. I suppose Dark Souls 3 kind of had that as well. Good. Yeah, one of my friends really enjoys the survival mode, but I don't think we ever got past maybe 8 or so. I don't know if we ever got to 10. I feel like she might have done it on her own just because really likes kind of the roguelite stuff where you get different builds every time and whatnot. But imagine a guy with a chainsaw chasing you. I mean, that's what it would be like if it was Resident Evil 4. So I think I saw a mod for Resident Evil 4 the other day where just all enemies have chainsaws. Hunting pistol. They blend in pretty well too. I mean, they're tree people, so I guess it makes sense, right? But or people might be a stretch. They're tree creatures. All the things. Oh, see ya. Bad shot. Where are you? Is that a scarecrow? Or just a fence? Wait. Oh, he died. That's weird. Apparently the enemy is... Oh, hi. Whoops. Good miss. Also, I haven't even checked my armor. Am I wearing things that are good? Yeah, okay, I'm good. Wonder if I should mix up my build to be more root resistance, but I guess we're fine. Also, I do like the alternative costumes and such that they added. I think I got most. Ugh. I'm just going to the bathroom or something. Shouldn't have had that spaghetti. I found out the other day that one of my friends... Wow, I shot in between their arms. One of my friends has like a severe like intolerance to like spaghetti sauce based stuff, and that she bloats a whole bunch. She sent me a before and after picture of like before eating spaghetti and after, and like she basically looks like she becomes pregnant. Apparently it's rather painful, which I'd believe considering how like extended her stomach looked. But yeah. Why my mind went to spaghetti for noises coming from the root. Sucks though. Imagine not being able to enjoy like lasagna or deep dish pizza, you know? Which is almost the same thing, except one has bread and the other has noodles. And both are delicious. Alright. Well, this also reminds me, what's the name of that game? It was on the original Xbox. You played as like a vampire cowboy who would dual wield pistols. The moon makes me think of it. Also, I hear pleasant noises. Of course you're red. Oh, I missed. Are you a sniper? What are you? More than one of you out here. Yeah, it looks like he's a sniper. Oh, it's probably an archer. Nice resistance. God, I love electricity. So good. Ah, right. Exploding things. I like that this guy is just walking around. Doesn't even notice anything's going on. Should probably check out the house, right? Hear people walking around. I wonder if they made the red enemies specifically to counter builds that are like more stealth oriented. You know? Because like you get the like additional crit damage with certain things, and then like always crit on unaware enemies and whatnot, and then you end up with a really good build for the hunting pistol. But then they throw in the red lads. Can't like hit them without them becoming aware. Kind of not breaks the build per se, because you still do plenty of damage, but like it messes with it, I think. Oh, apparently I'm working on L and experience last time I was doing stuff. Also, is there like a basement or anything in here? No. Bummer. I wanted a creepy basement full of weird trees and root cultists. Yeah, I never got super into like going really crazily advanced with builds. I mean, when I played the game originally, once I found the hunting pistol, which was pretty early on, I stuck with it for the most part. And it was only until survival mode that I really started branching out into other sub-weapons. Like, I really like the Spitfire, just because the flamethrower is really fun to use and does good damage. And most of the time when I play the survival mode, I go for... Can't tell, I think there's enemies over there. But this looks like a loop around, so let's do that. I normally use the Spitfire and the... what's the name of like the Tommy gun? The Chicago typewriter, that's what it is. And normally try to get that. There's a lot of those builds up front. Oh great, another trade point to spend. Let's put it into Shadow Augur, or I could just keep throwing it into Glutton for no particular reason. I'm doing Shadow Augur, I guess. It really doesn't matter at this point. I don't have all the traits in the game. This does, but yeah. I would probably use the Chicago typewriter in my single player campaign, if I had it. But unfortunately, the blessings of our Jesus was not with me. So that never happened. Oh, hi. Can I get more of you to come hang out with me so I can actually use my alt fire on you all? So, but I do like returning to this game. Kind of fun. I wish, I think the only thing I can think of that would be kind of nice to do would be if you could change your, what your character looked like after making it. That'd be kind of nice. It's funny, my friend Alex, and when I chose the exact same character model, and then when we joined up Backbreaker Ring? What is this? Increased melee backstab damage. Okay. In my opinion, there's no bad weapon or armor. Always only farmer's mode. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think pretty much everything can be worked out pretty well. I've been really enjoying this build with the electrical damage. Where like you have enough mod power to charge up the alt a whole bunch, and then you just always make them explode no matter what. And you just alternate between using the alt fire, the regular fire for massive damage. And if you manage to hit more than one person at a time, like if they all group up, then you do like, I don't think it's exponential, but it is multiplicative damage across all of them. So, feel nice, I think. But yeah, am I going the wrong way? Or am I? Yes, I am in fact going the wrong way. So I've been really enjoying that just because it works rather well for like really pretty fast damage, I feel. Not to mention that the explosion kind of helps deal with crowds. Alright, checkpoint over here, according to the map. Hang out in the shed. I've been keeping the Loop of Prosperity on just because I think I was trying to collect more metal or something. I don't remember what I wanted to upgrade. Maybe the sniper rifle. I just know that everything gets more and more expensive as time goes on. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I want to know if there's any additional dialogue added into the commander back at base. So I'm gonna go there real quick and see if she says anything different, and maybe check to see if I can upgrade anything, and I'll just throw upgrades on if I can. They changed a lot of armor equipment effects, like the labyrinth armor used to auto pick up items, not anymore. Oh, that sucks. Oh, cutscene?
Hey, you made it. Welcome back.
Welcome back, traveler.
Oh, Commander.
Excuse you?
I keep telling you, Ellen is the commander.
Oh, you got off your ass and now she came back?
I found her. Sir.
Just call me Andrew.
What happened to, like, hanging out and sexing all the aliens on other planets?
Odd kid. Bo told me you found Ward Prime. I'm glad to hear my intel was still good. Been a while since I thought about that place.
Or helping Earth at all, Andrew? Hmm?
You know, I never properly thanked you for what you did for me.
Like every item I just do it changed.
But only getting me out of that cell, though, I am grateful.
I might have to do a little bit of that.
I mean, helping me find myself again. I'd given up for so long.
Yeah, I know.
Forgot how to fight. Why to fight.
Man was living the quarantine life before we were.
Reminded me the root could still be resisted.
I like his
Thank
cape going on.
you. Anyway, what can I do for you?
I don't know, you got upgrades? Oh. How's Ward 13? How are you and the granddaughter? Just checking in. How's Ward 13?
Different. I was gone 30-some odd years. Some folks lived and died their whole lives in that time. Ain't easy getting to know people. Most of them think I'm either a legend or a ghost. Hell, maybe they're both right. But Ellen's done good work here. She's kept folks alive and given them hope.
Is there like
Just like her mother did before her.
is there a weird kind of like blur effect going on his beard?
Ellen? Well, she's talking to me.
Like,
That's-
are the JPEGs tearing?
She's
I
still in charge here. I just want to help however I can. But the others don't always see it that way. To them, I'm still Founder Ford, the hero. But to Ellen, I'm the grandfather that was never there for her, not even when her mother died.
yeah, well, she's not wrong.
There's a lot to work through. But we'll get there. Provided the root don't kill us all first. Good
Yeah,
luck
well,
out there.
All right. Well, I mean, it's nice chatting with you. All right, hold on. Options, video, motion blur is off. So, okay, you're not here. I'll turn on VSync. I actually don't know what my is on for hertz. Yes, I don't really know what streams up to Twitch. Want to see if it helps at all. Advanced settings, 60 hertz. All right, hold on. Oh god. Let me see if that helps, I guess. And yes. Let's cap the frames at 60. Oh.
What news from Ward? Good luck out there.
Just checking. I want to make your beard look better. No, don't turn around. I mean, it kind of bothers me, to be honest. Like it looks so crusty, which is weird. I don't like. I mean, I keep my resolution kind of lower because it really doesn't matter since I stream up at 720. But with like, if everything is stuck on ultra, then why am I? Wait, is it the foliage? Does his beard count as foliage? I gotta know. No, it doesn't change at all. I won't spend too much more time on this. Just trying to figure out what going on here. Maybe it's the anti-aliasing. Oh, I can't actually shut it off. Oh, that makes everything crusty. Like even my hair is crusty now. Well, let's set that back up. Apparently, I want as best that as possible. Maybe. Wow, look at, you can see it changing in the background. Low shadows. Actually, maybe it was the shadows. Oh no, never mind. Now his beard's weird again. All right, you know what? Whatever. His beard can be weird. Also, this is. Hold on. Let me do one more thing. I know I said that it would be done, but let me check NVIDIA's settings. Maybe it's doing something weird. In the meanwhile, I'll try to navigate my character while also walking. Image sharpening off, occlusion off. Thing. Program settings. This is good, trying to keep track of more than one thing. I think Remnant's on here. Maybe there's Half-Life. Factorio. Why is Factorio showing up but not the game I'm actually playing? Good. Makes sense.
Keep moving.
Fucking hate this girl. Does anyone like her? That's my question. Because I personally find her to be extremely irritating. Full sync, use auto setting, yeah. Open GL. No, use the graphics card. Okay. No one like. Okay, good. I'm glad that it's not just me.
Certainly.
All right, buddy. You got anything new for me to buy? Shit that I already own, or at least I thought that I owned. Since when have I not owned the shotgun? Why does this happen? I don't. This happened when I downloaded the other DLC too. Randomly losing stuff. Whatever. Here, let's upgrade my survivor stuff. Those crafting. Wait, what? Glowing. You need 400 glowing fragments? Holy shit. I mean, that's better than only being able to get it through through Survivor, but still. Okay, that's good. That's good enough. Let's go talk to the commander. Wasted enough time for now, I think. I can always try to fiddle with it. Like, I assume that the DLC is, you know, at least 2 streams worth, maybe 3 of content. And it isn't just like one tiny map or something. Like, I assume there's more to it than that.
See you back. Can't imagine things look great out there. If you need anything, ask around.
Hey, you want to mention the fact that your dad's your grandfather's walking around?
Things look great out there.
No? Okay, that's cool. So she hasn't changed at all. She still says nothing that contributes to the overall story after you've exhausted her at the beginning of the game. That's cool. Took you about 6 hours on your first one? Alright, cool. So there's like 2 or 3 streams then. Sounds like. Because I've got 4 hours in me today, I think. Before I have to get off to do guild activities in Sinnoh Alice. And then eat dinner, and then I will either come back after that with this, or play some more Subnautica Zero. But I like the new environment though. Good. Although I could see it possibly being kind of bad in survival mode, assuming this area is added to survival mode as well. Kind of like Earth. Or like when you're playing in survival mode, I feel like Earth is not a great place to get. Ooh, dog. Oh, great, you're not a dog. Poke your head out. Ooh, I like the music. There's like guitar banjo-y stuff going on. There we go. I want. Like that kind of countryish style. There we go. May I help you? Are you in the window? Yeah, you're in the window. Oh boy. So wait, what are you? Because you're not a root. Taking a break from your run. How, you've already beaten it, I assume? Oh boy. Good misses all around. It's a rat. Did he just say yeehaw? The rat, it's a rat, it's the year of the rat. Oh, they certainly live like rats. Can I read this? No? No lore dump? Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, you fell. Oh, look at his little tail. I remember being really impressed. I watched a video of someone doing like every boss besides one of them, I think, maybe? Or maybe it was every boss. Every boss besides the Guardian with melee. And that was some impressive stuff. Up here. Doing your 4th run. Wow. Video see the amount of new equipment is shocking. Any favorites so far with the DLC, or like really cool effects on weapons? Also, this says corroded now has max stacks. Oh, and it reduces defense. Did it always do that? It only did damage before, I thought. Almost looks nerfed. I feel like it did a 4-digit number before. I could be wrong. I haven't read through the patch notes. That is satisfying. Oh, big boy. Oh, good miss. He's moving a bit to the side, so maybe that will hit. Nope. There we go. Keep switching between the new stuff because it all looks cool. Alright. Any new melee weapons? A hop over? Nope. Because I love my melee weapon. Like, this lad's great, especially just for my build in general, since you can cause the explosion to happen. But, you know. Melee, I found about 4. Jeez, that's a lot. I was expecting like 2. Since we're fighting rats, I almost wonder if you get to use a rat tail. Just like rip off a tail and beat them with it. Why? So many reds. Is it because of hard mode? Gun 6 so far. Wow. And there's got to be new weapon mods, I assume, too, right? That's good. It sounds like a pretty substantial update, which is really nice. Like, for $10, 6 hours is pretty good, I think, and especially... Oh, hi. All the new weapons. New weapons. Oh, nice stick. New mods. New areas. I assume that's all added to survival mode too. So like, it's pretty damn good for $10 or 15, right? Wherever you are. I do like this battle music though. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ooh, hi Ma. Trait? Or just book? Book. Shadow Walker, I guess. Be very quiet. Hunting whoops. So, rat people. But we're on Earth still, right? Like, Ward Prime is on Earth? Where are you? Hey, over here. Close enough for me to affect you with this? I just want to see. There we go, there's a debuff. Oh no, we did that. Let's see. Substantial. I think it only said 5% defense down, but a little bit more. No reason not to have it on, I guess, but yes, Ward Prime is on Earth. Okay. So we just had mutated rat people because, I guess. I wonder if they're aliens who come to Earth from outside, or if they're like mutated humans been affected by whatever random other stuff is going on. Hopefully we find out. Okay, that's the way that I'm supposed to go. 1 second, I want to check back and if I missed anything. Real question is, why is Ward Prime out in the middle of Alabama or something? Oh wait, that's why there's rat people. It all makes sense now. Bum bum ba down. Dun dun. Okay. You know what? One of these days, I'm gonna take my motorcycle. I'm gonna ride out to Alabama, just so that I can like shit on it properly. Oh. The mod ability will reduce 5% per stack. Will stack up to. I think you're right. I was just expecting like more, because I feel like I normally hit that number that I got with him, but good. Chest. Also, I don't actually know where we are in the world. Like if they ever tell you whether you're in like the first game, Ward 13 feels like it's in New York or something, or Chicago. Like a major city of some kind. But this feels definitely more rural. That takes a while to stack up. I'm probably only really gonna see it have a significant effect against a boss, then I imagine. Is there anything on the smaller path like chest? Or... I don't think they... But yeah, I've been thinking, like the flatter states in the US, I feel like they would be really enjoyable to drive through. On my motorcycle specific. I think they're kind of boring to drive through in a car. But it's just a matter of getting out there is the tricky part. So, because like, it's really easy to... Oh, can't go this way. Really easy to take a dump on Alabama for, you know, obvious reasons. But it'd be good to check it out. Like, one of my cousins lives in Arkansas, I think. And, you know, they spend a lot of afternoons floating down rivers, like, drinking. So, it doesn't sound like the worst thing in the world, honestly. I actually had my first proper drink in like 8 months yesterday, because I actually went out to a club that I played trivia at. Not club as in but club as in like social club where people just kind of hang out. The drinks are strong and cheap, and they're like on a like beachfront property on a lake. You just sort of hang out, and some of my coworkers invited me out and be like, "Hey, you should come out." When I was like, "You know what? I haven't seen people or these people in like 8 months. I guess I could do that." Ladder or stairs? Oh, stairs. But it was nice, and it was good to watch the sunset go down and just kind of chill and relax. Considering I've been, you know, holed up in my room. Next area, holed up in my room for the last 8 months, basically. Not that that's really any different than anything else, but I also hadn't ridden my motorcycle in like 3 weeks or so, and coming out of the gas station, I filled it up. I nearly got hit. Well, I didn't get hit by a car, or didn't nearly get hit by a car, but I stalled out when I was trying to leave the gas station, like in the middle of the road. Reacted fine, quickly, you know, got the engine back on and went into traffic, but was real confused. I don't know if I was just like tired or what, but didn't stall the rest of the night. So even after I had to. But I mean, I'm not encouraging driving drunk or anything like that. I waited and had water before I drove again. Yeah, 2020 is not a good year for everyone. Yeah, no, I think I'll drink this in a second. I think, you know, it could be worse, could be better, honestly. I mean, professionally speaking, now entering Ward Prime. Professionally speaking, I've actually really enjoyed working from home more. Just because it removes my commute entirely, lets me get to play video games faster, you know, a lot of things. And more introverted than extroverted most of the time, so being able to not be bothered while I do things and like shut off like a Slack notification or whatever, like ignore email, do those kind of things if I don't need to do. If I actually need to focus and code, I do that. Laboratory, I want to go there. So that's been nice. But yeah, not being able to go out to bars, those kind of things was a bit of a bummer. Like, I was taking a Japanese class at the beginning of the year. Open War 13, and it can't be killed. Okay. Noted. Ward Prime. I don't like that noise. I think a checkpoint. Fine. I hear root. But yeah, taking a Japanese class, and we had to temporarily suspend it for a while. We actually did finish it off during the summer after like people got permission to meet up again and whatnot. But ooh, got big one. For the ward. Sure. Wonder if there's a dreamer in there. Oh, I assume by it you mean that thing, probably. It's cool looking though. Like a weird fawn. The fuck? Can I touch it? Oh god, I can. Oh no. Oh, what did I do? Oh, this is like the nightmare world. Something's hitting me. Oh, they're like little babies. They're so cute. All right, hold on. Let me get some cover. No, you're not supposed to die yet. Ow, God. How am I gonna use you to stack damage buffs if you run away all the time? It was taking damage, but I think it's reviving. Or like regenning. That's right. Suck electrical dick. Oh, well, it lived again. Alright. Alright, so I take it maybe that's what you mean by it can't be killed. Either that or just has way too many health bars and I can't even tell. Alright, here, let's just run for now. Oh, there's a blinky thing over there. What else? Serenity? What? You want to... Did you say precious golem? Is that you? Oh. Yes, put the Ward 13 key in there. Good. Okay, so we need something there. Some puzzle going on. Okay. Oh good, I'm out of ammo too. Perfect timing. I think I saw one of those things. That. I should probably go touch that, right? Or shoot it, maybe? I wonder if I can actually get through that. It doesn't really seem to do anything. Like, it's taking damage, but it doesn't have a health bar. Also, I totally messed that up. Maybe I can go up towards that thing? Is the checkpoint actually still here? Wait, can I actually reach the checkpoint? What? It's not safe. No shit. Have I just like entered the Twilight Realm, basically? Okay. Hey Zamir, how's it going? This is the new DLC for Remnant from the Ashes. Also known as get chased by an invincible monster and run out of ammo. Wonder if this is the right way. If it's not, we're just gonna lead him all the way up here and he's gonna be very confused. Oh, I wonder if like the nightmare world thing will continue on outside. That would be cool. But also slightly concerning. Never heard of this game before. Oh, it's oh, No More Nightmare World. Okay. Well then, let's go back inside. Is it still Hellspawn? The game's really neat, and I would recommend it if you like. Let's see. So the way that it was sold to me was that I was told it's Dark Souls with guns. Was how it was described to me, and that's pretty accurate. It's got that adventure, like action adventure style that Souls games have. It has better co-op though, where like in Dark Souls 1 through 3, and in other similar games like I'm just keeping an eye out for that thing. In other games like Code Vein and what have you, it's drop-in co-op, right, where you kind of put a password on and then go in, and then you know, you do your thing. In this, co-op is pretty seamless. Like you just say, yes, I want to join my friend's game, and you're in it, and you don't despawn when bosses are killed or anything like that. You travel with them between like the main hub, and it's good. That said, saying it's Dark Souls with guns isn't that good of a thing because it turns people off. I'm not much of a Souls fan. Yeah, like I said, it kind of turns people away from it because a lot of people associate Souls with uber difficulty and like just frustration, and that's really not the case with this game. Like there's definitely it's similar in regards to like enemies have patterns, and if you know how to deal with those things and how to look for them, you'll have a much easier time. But I think it's easy enough that you don't really need to do that, except with the exception of like the final boss, which just if you don't get his gimmick, you're in for a bad time because harder to deal with. Which side is he gonna come off of? But it's a good game, and it's had 2 DLC patches, or well, we call them patches, or we just call them DLC. Had 2 DLC upgrades. This is the second one, and the second one, ooh, hello, adds a whole new area and new campaign. So kind of happy about it. Here we go. What do we got? We got a dead computer. All right. BGNRY. Can I interact with this? Is that an ICU? Oh god, ICU. Being, I almost want to say it's like ready, but the ICU is a little okay, this one's dead too. We probably need to restore power to this place, I bet. Homestead basement. Alright. Okay. Also, can I say that like the phrase "come in useful" is really weird? Like I think it just sounds odd. Alright, so the medical bay is blocked off by this thing. Oh. Oh, you just hanging out. Did you fail to properly spawn? Hey. There's a door there. I don't remember if I explored in here before he got mad at me. Is he glitched? Or is he just looking behind me? Or I'm behind him. Alright, you know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. He can't see me, it's fine. Why does it look like he's deposing? He is asserting his dominance. This is his lair, his domain. And he will have us know that he has the big peepee. He's got the big stick. Okay. Hey look, this thing's actually running this time. Okay, so we need to find a whatchamacallit, a fuse probably? Man, know how I said that this was reminding me of Resident Evil 4 earlier because of the environment? Having to find a fuse, finding like basement keys and stuff, now it really is Resident Evil 4. If I find like the spider key or something, then we know. We know where the inspiration came from. Okay, alright, let's go talk to T-Pose. Hi. Are you glitched? You seem glitched. Is this supposed to happen? Let me just talk to him. Oh, my controller rumbled when I... Oh. It rumbles when I walk through him. There we go. Let us assert our dominance on him. Okay, bye. I don't know why he isn't doing that. Not hostile when you're not in the rift. Oh. Oh, okay. See, like when we came in originally, and he... Oh, and he was walking like that one over there. Okay, there's more than one. Reactor bay. Okay. I have to assume that we have to go into the rift. Get everything we need. Homestead basement key? Nope. And you can't use the key card to swipe in and just undo the lock. Okay, there's the rift. Let me get a bit more familiar with the area. Okay, so every computer is dead. Even though the generator thing is going, which is kind of weird to me, but okay. And then the main door is closed. It doesn't look like any of the windows are jump throughable, from what I can tell. And we've kind of been blocked by things. So I have to assume that we have to go into the rift and then do something. So that's a door, that's a door. Oh, wait a minute, observatory. Have I gone in here yet? I just want to try to have an idea of where to go when we pop into the rift and get assaulted. Here we go. Alright. Any papers? No, but nice phone. No, I want to read this. Okay, here we go. Lore time. Okay. October 3rd, 1960. I am certain the runes are of Earth origin. But if so, they represent a proto-language older than any known human civilization. There are elements of Egyptian hieroglyphics, alongside variations of Elamite and even Sumerian logograms. This is a linguistic marvel, evidence that these languages are not isolates, but may have originated from a single source common to all language. As a result, deciphering the runes is just a matter of time. Possible, if non-trivial. It is also evidence that the author of these runes, is very old and advanced for their time. We've been unable to date the structures themselves, but I suspect they are tens, perhaps hundreds of thousands of years old. It goes against everything we thought we knew. We must learn more. Where's the next? It gives me next, but then just gives me a blank page. Hold on. Oh, it's because I'm flipping the page. Okay. Alright, well there's your shitty accent of the day.
Dr. Yuri
Oh, here we go. Oh, that's what he sounds like.
30th, 1960. Today is an auspicious day. The crystal and its corresponding structures beneath the atoll are secure. And Commander Neville has given us full access to the writings. The runes are unlike any script I've ever seen.
Yeah, you said that.
Neville believes they are of extraterrestrial origin. But I believe they originate from a civilization much, much older than any we have yet known. Deciphering them proved difficult at first, but I believe I have found a pattern. And I am working on a lexicon. The others do not see it yet. Some even claim I am making things up, but I see clear elements of logic in the runes. A story. I hope to know more in the coming months.
Cool. Alright, so that's his actual voice, not my shitty one. Alright, so there's the thing. Do you know the small kid at Ward 13 is a possible dreamer? You mean not the kid strapped to the belt that we murdered. You mean like the little kid wandering around, I assume. I think I did know that. Because doesn't he talk about like... He talks about like hearing the root or seeing things in dreams, right? Or something like that? Okay. So there's the observation, there's that. Alright. I'd have to guess that it's one of these that we go into through a rift. Alright, does he like instantly know we're here? Okay, so this is still locked. Oh, hi. How's it going?
This ain't good.
Just murder me, it's fine. I don't think he's noticed me. In which case, I'm gonna go up to the observatory, see if anything's different up there. The children resist? Oh, okay. Oh, hey, look, it looks like the same thing as the thing blocking the medical bay.
Dr. Yuri Clark.
Oh, okay.
September 30th, 1960.
So nothing's different up here.
Is an auspicious day.
That's kind of a bummer.
Its corresponding structures beneath the atoll are secure.
Where did you spawn from? Ow. Hi. Excuse me. Alright. So that's fine, I guess. Nothing here. What else is there? Oh boy. Angry Lad has seen us. Oh god, there's a wall there. Oh, this could be going better. Get yeeted out. All good. Homestead basement key. Wait a minute. Wait, how long has this been here? This downward basement. Can't interact with it. There's a thing that looks like it should be able to interact with it, but it doesn't work. Okay. Whoops. Oh, good. Nice waste. Yeah, I didn't realize that was there. Maybe we came from up here, right, originally? Is that right? Nothing actually seems to change in the rift versus, like, up here, so... Nothing. Nothing up here either. Okay. Well, homestead basement. Seems a bit out of place as only would fit in any of the doors of the ward. We could go back inside. Maybe there's something you can kill in the rift. I mean, I was kind of thinking that maybe I could get through the medical bay door while I was in the rift, but it didn't seem to be working. And can I kill this? No. Alright, well, here. Still running around a little. Nothing's changed, right? Nothing's changed. Alright, cool. So it's just a dead end that we can lure these lads down into, I suppose. Maybe the monster blocking the door with a lot of HP. Well, I mean, I did hit that thing. It didn't seem like it did anything before, though. Like, the thing showed up, right? The number. Actually, if you wouldn't mind, could you come closer? Okay. Okay. So even though it didn't have a health bar, we just had to keep smacking it.
It's over.
That's fair. Kinda wish it had a health bar though, so I was realized it. But that's okay. Thank you. So what's basement? Got more angry invisible things. Like to hang out in rifts. Chest. Crap.
Alright. Now it says here you don't have an appointment, so I can't let you go any further. Sorry.
Oh, log. Is this Uruk again? God. Every time I read Clawbone's passages, I found something new. Oh, this is him again. Sometimes I think the runes may actually be changing, though photographic evidence has proven that to be as ridiculous as it sounds. Only my understanding is evolving. The author of the runes intrigues me. Speaks as though his people are mortal. At first, I interpreted this in spiritual sense, like heaven or the Hindu concept of nirvana. But the stories he tells are not those of souls that have moved on. He speaks of living beings carrying out mundane yet utopian lives. They're real. What if these writings are meant literally? What if his people, who found a way to send Clawbone's words across the barriers between the worlds, also found a way to elude death itself? Sounds fantastic even as I read it, yet the possibility cannot be overlooked. If so, then his world may still exist. Clawbone may still exist. He writes of realms his people cannot enter, quarantined by powerful guardians and ancient codes. Our world is similarly quarantined against the runes rather than a personal visit. What if we could reach him? What if we could speak to Clawbone himself? You'd probably open up a portal and destroy the fucking world, idiot. Just guessing. Was this the bathroom? Cool, he hangs out here. Just T-pose on you. Another checkpoint? Or just a light? Wow, good. Well, there's the rift portal. Let's get a feel for our surroundings before we jump in the... Oh hey, this is like the observation room in the previous game. There's a weapon or something over there. You want? Sure how to get in there though. Probably a door on the other side, maybe. See you. Is it mostly just circular? More busted computers. I'm really looking forward to having power. Medical bay. Research bay. Yeah, not gonna lie, this is a confusing place. Of course. There's more things to get. High route. Medical chief. You got any logs for us to explain what the hell that thing is? No notes to read, no books. Follow him around, I guess. Hey. Oh. Need the key card. Oh god, why is everything locked? Okay. So that sucks. Forget, is there a way to zoom the map at all? Hard to remember where I've come from and where I've gone. Okay, this is the reception. We originally went in through there. I didn't see anything that looked like it could be, like, broken open with the rift. I just wasn't looking hard enough. Oh, there we go. That's it then. Storage closet with nothing in it. You know, it's nice that the map has like all sorts of doodads for world building purposes. Kind of frustrating when you're trying to explore everything and there's no reward at all. I feel like it's just meant to be confusing more than anything else. Okay, so there's the light of the thing. And then once we get to it, we'll run back this way, follow the left wall, right? Yeah, okay. Spent more than an hour here on first run. Yeah, I can see how. Confusing little area. Alright, let's make him mad at us. I want him to stand by the door though. Because like if we proc the electric explosion on him, then he'll do more damage to the door. Hi. Ouch. Hold up, just gonna sit here for a second. Okay, through here, over yonder. Turn around because he's probably here, right? shit, I don't have enough ammo. Hey, little fellas. You mind hanging out with me for a minute? Oh, alright. I guess I don't really need to worry too much about it then.
Whoa. It's over.
Oh! It's over! Yes, it is. Fuck. Did he leave his, species behind? I do like that it's a relatively safe area. We are not in the rift, though. Wait, wasn't I in here before? What did we gain from this? Did we gain... Oh wait, I didn't go through it, did I? Okay, so we're past the wreckage now. Gained scrap, that's what we really got. Maybe the real remnant was the scrap we made along the way. Alright, we got some root heart. Oh, frenzy dust. Well, this was probably a person at some point. Looks like they got stabbed right in the ribs. Can I take it?
Damn! Hold out!
Toilet. Aw, man. Stepping in poop water. Don't do that. Alright. And then more teasing. Like, I want that. Okay. Maybe there's more area. Wait a minute. There we go. Oh, look, it's a dead dreamer again. Ooh, log? Log? No. Log? Log. Okay, here we go. October 31st, 1960. Outstanding. Sorry, not outstanding. Astounding. The runes are a history, even a kind of instruction manual. The author, whose runic name can best be translated as Clawbone, seems to have been a kind of missionary from his own country, and the runes his epistle. He speaks of the perfection of his home country, a land without sickness, pain, suffering, or sorrow. A land even without death, because everyone's a tree. I only assume he's speaking about an ancient form of heaven. I've tried to teach others to decipher the runes, but all my efforts have been in vain. They cannot see the patterns I see, and some even claim I am delusional. I thought myself much more intelligent than the other scientists, but perhaps I was wrong. In any case, I proved my methods beyond doubt when I used the ruby lines to decipher the door's passcode. As a result, Commander Neville has put me on deciphering the runes full-time. My project now. Look at me. I'm the captain now. I hear unpleasant noise. Like the clicky noise. Bloodwort and Ward Prime maintenance key. Leave it to the janitor. What do you got?
Dr. Yuri Karsgaard, June 7th, 1961. I have made a tremendous breakthrough.
Yeah? Tell me more.
Crystal may not be a power source at all. The author of the runes, the one who calls themselves Clawbone, calls it a world stone and suggests it may be used as a kind of viewing or even transportation device. I had originally thought the runes described Clawbone's countries, some prehistoric civilization on a distant continent, perhaps. But I have since come to understand that the author is not from our world at all. He or she may not even be human. The passage I've deciphered speaks of many different worlds, of pain and suffering and death, and most importantly, how Clawbone's people have evolved beyond it all and strive to share what they've learned. I believe we may be able to reach these other worlds. Virtually, at least, if not physically. The runes speak of connecting minds to minds. To see into other worlds, perhaps even speak to them. They may even hold the key to finding the world of Clawbone himself. It's a lot to take in. Some, like Captain Ford, are hesitant to believe it. But they have not read the runes. For whatever reason, they cannot. But Clawbone is not some savage historian. He speaks of science with astounding accuracy, and what may seem like magic is likely just science we have yet to discover. I have given instructions on how to connect the minds of human volunteers to the World Stone. We are to begin experiments immediately. Now, if Clawbone is indeed ignorant, we will know soon enough. But if I am right, then we may rewrite our understanding of the entire universe.
He doesn't sound like he's going slowly to the brink of insanity at all. Human volunteers. Yeah. Yep, that's right. Hey, would you like to link your brain into a possible horrifying horror zone that you may or may never come back from? Would you like to volunteer for that? Yes, you would. Why, little Jimmy? Man, you don't need to live in the orphanage anymore. We got a nice new home right here in Ward Prime for you. Doesn't that sound nice? 3 meals a day, warm bed. Man, the nurses are pretty cute too. You can come along. Come on, Jimmy. Well, don't you want to help your country? Fight the communists? The 60s, right? Get little McCarthy going. Alright. Cool. So. Womp. 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 That's cool. There's 2 now. So. We got the maintenance key. So. I feel like there's a good chance that we can open most of these doors now. Really have to try it every time. That doesn't do anything. Okay. Well, nope. Okay, so the maintenance key cannot open the door to the research bay, which is kind of a bummer. I was sort of hoping that, like, it'd be an all-purpose janitor key or something like that. Instead, I guess I need to look other things. Medical storage? Is that maintenance-y? You like Spider-Man, Jimmy? Well, we made a Doc Ock helmet for you. Yep, that's pretty much it, right? Okay. If I were, I guess, a maintenance room, where would I be? Here. Maybe it's one of the doors upstairs. Or where's the map? Or not map, but directory rather. Also, I should probably stop in at Crystal real quick to get my ammo back. Main Bay. Oh. Crystal, I've forgotten where you are. Oh, this again. Whenever I find a fuse. There. I do like things like this though, with like random logs and finding out things would happen and like piecing the bits together. Really fun. That's one of the main reasons why I enjoy Subnautica. What's that, Jimmy? Nightmares? No. You're just dreaming about nature. But sir, he had 3 heads. No, Jimmy, have you ever heard of dream interpretation? Have you heard of that, Jimmy? What you're dealing with is just your feelings. They're manifesting as 3 different heads. What do you mean, sir? Well, see, you have a head here, right? Yeah. And a head here, right? Yeah. Well, there's a 3rd head. What? It's your mind's eye, Jimmy. What, my mind's eye? What do you mean? Just go back to sleep, Jimmy. You'll see. But I don't want to see the tree again. The tree tries to eat me. No, the tree is good. He wants to teach you things. He wants to teach me things. Yeah, he's gonna teach you about new worlds. But his world's on fire. I don't want to go there. Jimmy, get back in the fucking robot. Darts. Poor Jimmy. Okay, wait, is that a thing? I don't know where maintenance key would leave me. Oh wait, how about one of these? Maybe, wait a minute, is it this one? Was this a maintenance access? Yeah, okay, here we go. Gotta try it again just to make sure it's still locked. Also, can we just, like, I know that it's for the puzzle and exploration of it all, but we carry around ridiculous weapons with us. We could just blow open every door, you know? Am I gonna get the fuse here, maybe? Jimmy, like baseball. Oh wait, we can probably open the door. Or not. Oh, can't open it from this side. Make too much. Hi. I think these guys are cool looking though. Your weapon shoots lightning, you can't use anything. Yeah, but I also have a shotgun and a pistol. Like, if Harrison Ford has taught me anything, it's that you can use a pistol to open pretty much any door. Oh, hi.
Dr. Ulrich Harsgaard, December 13th, 1962. The early wards have experienced a number of...
Wait, what was the date on that one?
The Dreamer in Ward 2 was the center of a mass murder-suicide earlier this year. And Ward 3 is now nothing more than a burnt-out husk.
Gee, you think you should stop?
Incidents seem to have stemmed from miscalculations with the Dreamers. Their minds could not handle the reality.
Oh wow, I didn't expect to be so close.
Or so I suspect.
Jimmy!
There were murmurings to shut down the wards, but Clawbone's writings warned such things might happen.
Wow, Clawbone's really good at
There
gaslighting.
is no other way. If we are to save our world, to bind our minds with Clawbone himself, then these are the sacrifices that must be made. Everyone knows what is at stake here. To use a vernacular phrase, we will reach utopia or bust.
Sure, Harsgaard. You're not crazy at all. Alright, so there's the door we need to open. So we either use the rift, back that way, or there's another rift around here somewhere. Let's look around first, just in case there's weapons or other nice things. Whoa, the power's on! Board Prime Command and Control Access Terminal. No authorized left. How about you give me a diagnostic? It's on. It's working. Cool. Initialize reactor. I don't think I will. I think I will finish exploring. I get the bad feeling that once I turn on the reactor, these things are going to be able to, like, not just be stuck in the rift anymore or something, you know? Oh, but I can actually walk out to it at least. Oh, boy. Oh. Okay. No one like, hey, do you think the... Hey, do you you guys think the doc is losing it? I don't know, Billy Bob. What do you think, Jam?
No, he's cool. He reads neat runes.
Oh, well, okay. Hey, you see the nice NASCAR race? Oh, there's another one here. Yeah, how fast they go left? Well, I wish I could do that. But I've been right for so long, I don't know how to be wrong. I don't even know what these voices are, what these people are talking about anymore. Just that they're all idiots, and that they let some crazy doctor dude unleash hell. And there's one up here. Okay. Cool, so we had to go into the rift and knock out 3, right? One up here. Two, and 3, I think, down there. Assuming there's a way down there. All right. Yeah, there's this. I just want to know if like there's any goodies to pick up before I, throw myself into the rift that I should try to find. Like this dead end. Good goodie. Here's the other one. And of course there's one of these lads here. So there's 3 of these rift root dudes in this room. So that'll be fun when we have all 3 of them chasing us, trying to murder us. It'll be good. I suppose I'll do the top one first, maybe? I don't really know. Or middle one. Or bottom. Maybe I'll do the bottom one first. Seems like the easiest one to get to. Something trying to talk to me again. Oh, there's the little lads. Oh nice, they can damage each other. Oh jeez, oh good. Nice crash, wow. An Unreal process has crashed, UE4 Remnant. We are very sorry that this crash occurred. Our goal is to prevent crashes. Unhandled except Remnant Win 64 shipping, Kernel 32. Nice. That's cool. I do not agree to be contacted by Epic Games via email if additional info about this crash would help fix it. I'm good on Epic Games. I use this through Steam, thank you. Alright, hold on. We'll restart. That's good. Let's try that again, shall we? Apparently we can't handle electrical tentacles flying around and massive particle effects. If it does it again, I'll turn down some settings or something, see if that fixes it. Let's try this again, shall we? I think probably only lost like going through the Mason store and like 1 log, which we already read. There weren't any actual items that we found, so. Travel. Return your last checkpoint, please. Not the first time that my game has crashed during a stream. Though, I don't remember it ever crashing when I like played through the original. Maybe once. Maybe. Okay, maintenance store. Realize it's almost 4 AM where you are. Thanks. Well, I mean, no worries if you gotta go. I stream at all sorts of weird times, so. Okay, we're back though. But I do appreciate all the tips and advice you've given. But don't, you know, you live your life how you feel like, but don't mess up your sleep schedule. Just to see me get killed, you know? Alright, trying this again. Wow, I'm doing really good at being hit in the face. Oh, hi. Bye. I think I just went the wrong way, though. Yeah. Yeah. Have a nice sleep. Don't have any nightmares. Here we go. Get that boom boom on there. Yeah, you can just stand there. That's cool. I think it only does damage if you hit it, like, directly in there. Oh! Oh, it spawns you out each time. Oh, that'll make it... That makes it a lot easier. Huh. Okay. I mean, I was thinking that I was gonna have to do all three at once. I mean, if I don't have to, that's good too, I guess. Let's see. Which side is it on for the middle platform? Oh, it's like just right there. Okay, I mean, I'll wait. This lad's gonna walk away probably, so. We'll wait until he's like right over there, and then figure it. Because it's right there, so it's not like take very long. But if we can just avoid being pestered by him as much as possible, that's good. Oof. There we go. See? Kind of pays off to wait for them to be in the right position there. Okay, so then that, and then run up around. Probably no way to really avoid that one, but probably isn't a bad idea to wait again for him to not be around so that we don't get chased by two of them. I think that would be good. Oof. But yeah, how about while we wait, how about that seasonal anime? Anyone watching ReZero? Or, you know, No Gun's Life Season 2? Or Operate Ranman? Those ones have been rather good so far. There's been some garbage as well besides, but there's always garbage. Oh boy, yeah, we're gonna get two of them. Alright, never mind. I have failed. Oh, cool. They have a melee attack. Is it? Oh, I didn't even see my health. Whoops. You know what? I'm okay with that, because now we'll definitely get a save point, and I'm like slightly paranoid about a crash. Oh. Plus ammo. But yeah, it's been good so far. I don't want to spoil it for anyone if they haven't been keeping up with it. But the witch in ReZero, she's definitely the best girl this season, I think.
This isn't looking good.
Nature's up there too. Or also, I imagine that you can't actually initiate the reactor until you do the root obstruction. Oh, there's two right there. That's not burning. I don't think we're gonna be able to avoid them. Wait a minute, you're back. Oh shit! They respawn. Cool. So it takes a clip and an ult. to destroy those. So that's a thing. Where was the... There's Donna right there. Okay. We'll wait again. I was kind of hoping that they would just stay dead. But, like, even if I game over... Then again, I wasn't really expecting the game over, so... It's fine. I do like that we're getting, like, more of this weird alt-world thing. You know, that was kind of present. Oh boy. Oh shit. I saw the little wiggly marks on the corner of the screen and didn't put it together in time. Maybe I should use the coach gun. Or, I mean, this works, but it doesn't have the highest rate of fire. So I almost wonder if I should try to use something different. Or something that we can put, like use a spore bloom and use the explosive round to just like have time, like damage over time, so I can roll around and dodge as needed. But it's fine. And kind of, like I said, I expect to die on hard mode, so. Because I feel like the game is too easy on normal. Like you can still die to bosses, but most of the time I don't find myself dying if I play on normal difficulty. But yeah, witches, I think. ReZero, and a better character than Amelia. Wow, these things do so much damage. Oh, I can't pick up the ammo that they left behind. Bugs. Okay. Are you gonna like respawn and keep walking, or is he like temporarily disabled? Oh good. He's back. Oh good, they're both here. Okay, well I mean, two of them are down here now. So that's a plus, and I walk faster than them. So maybe we can get back up top before there's too many of them. Big maybe. Big maybe. Cool. There we go. An autosave would be appreciated. Okay, so that looks like it unblocked everything, so now we can probably turn the reactor on. Really don't know if it's a good idea, but I'm gonna do it. That's very similar to what Harsgard did, except that he was much more enthused to be doing it. Okay, what have I done? Maybe... Oh, I've turned on the power. Very good. What exactly is the power coming from? Magic. Oh, it's Mako. We Final Fantasy VII now. Okay, but that's good though, because now all the computers will be on so we can get lore. Also, that's still a thing. What is it? Research bay. Alright, well I would like to see that. I don't... We probably have enough ammo to pop it open, I guess. We use the rift over here. Whether or not we'll die a horrible death or not is another question, but... You know, we'll probably be fine. Hi, buddy. Don't mind me. Got stuff to do. Cool. That worked out better than expected. Opened up the research bay. Nothing. Goody. Nothing to read, sadly. That was someone's office. Medical bay is that way. Wait, what? Medical bay, left. Medical bay. Are you daft? Break room? Break room's good. Box. Everyone keeps ammo next to their desk, right? That's normal. Normal operating procedure. And... Oh! I can open this. Oh! We're back. Medical chief. Well, that's nice. Now we can actually read things and learn. Alright, let's see here. What do we got? Unlock medicine storage log system time announcement. Let's learn log first. Watcher sedation, June 12th, 1961. Harsgard and Schleimacher say Katrine's conscious thought is getting in the way of connecting the world stone. They've asked me to look into sedation possibilities, though I'm not sure how that will work if they want to record conscious observations. Imagery? I'll have Dr. Lim look into it. His thesis was on drugs. His thesis was on drugs that enhance dream lucidity. That might be the key. So you're just using people as dream machines at that point. 4th of July. Man, forced to work on the 4th of July. Harsgard got a bug of his ass about these dreamers. Alright, Schleimacher and most of the rest of them too. I should have known secret military project meant secretly bulldozing workers' rights. At least I get overtime. Medical storage. Apparently, one of the attendants has been using their off hours for recreational ketamine use. Now all access to medical storage has to go through me. Fantastic. This is how bureaucracies happen, people. Whoops. Wait, there's more to that one. Oh, no, it's just going. Gaston's restraints, September 8th, 1962. The Ward 2 dreamer has shown signs of mild wakefulness. Mild limb movement is normal, as far as we understand what normal means for this kind of experimental sedation. But some of the team wanted sedation increased. Ours, on the other hand, refused. That he ordered Gaston's restraints to be tightened with no dosage change at all. Not sure I understand what the restraints are even for. Is Harsgard worried Gaston might walk in his sleep? Oh, I would be. Antidepressants for Weiskopf. Dr. Lim has requested antidepressants for Katrine's team. I talked to Sebastian, who I understand has interviewed several of them and knows their psychological state better than anyone and received his approval. Not 10 minutes later, Harsgard came to my office and asked me not to approve any medication. Said he feared the medication might negatively impact Ward 1's ability to focus. Even after I assured him it would do no such thing. At least not the dosages planned. I didn't even know Dr. Harsgard was aware of the request. He's a smart man. Can't imagine why he'd be against this. Because he's crazy. Dr. Harsgard's orders for Ward 1, February 8th, 1963. In light of Brunner's death and Schleimacher's quarantine, I feel I need to put this on record, especially now that I reread my previous log entry. I asked Harsgard if I could examine the bodies from the Ward 1 incident. To my surprise, he refused, ordering me to seal the entire ward to avoid any possible contagion. A wise enough order, and I obeyed. But this morning, several bodies were delivered to us with strict orders to keep the bags locked up and on ice. We were told they were soldiers and that any other information was classified. I looked at their names and ranks. They don't exist. So where do the bodies come from? I don't have enough evidence to file an official report. Even if Harsgard influence at the top, I'm afraid to do so. But I'm worried about how much he may know. Or may even be engineering what has happened in the first 3 wards. Maybe I'm just writing this for my own conscience then. I don't know. Yeah. Dude's messing with stuff he shouldn't be. Alright, give me that storage cabinet. Alright, so medical storage, this one, right? Nice, nice. Hamburger country, nice. Alright, where's the ketamine at? Ward Prime keycard. There we go. Plus. Alright, so that probably opens this, right? I'm gonna leave it alone. I know that seems weird. But I wanna read the other log entries in the computer. And just to like remind myself that, you know, that's what I should do next to advance. I'm gonna there. Alright, this is something Ward Prime Command and Control Access Terminal. Dr. Magnus Schleimacher. It is ridiculous that they make us duplicate our notes in these electronic boxes. What if the power fails? How can these computers possibly maintain data integrity longer than... Apparently he has a point. Alright, file corrupted. Error, file corrupted. There you go. August 13th. What sheet? Of course, B knocks you out of the entire thing. Alright, I want to see what year it is first. 1961. So this is the second year of the program, from what I can tell. The new procedures may have produced fruit. The Dreamer in Ward 3 has shown an increase in body temperature and brainstem activity, indicating a possible connection to... I'm sorry. Not well. I have no interest in scientific discovery at the moment, however promising. This afternoon I fell asleep while monitoring Katrina had such terrible dreams. Conflagrations, monstrous cryptids, the terrified voices of the damned. Woken terror. My heart pumping madly. It was in that awful state that I learned of something worse than any nightmare. They closed the borders within my beloved Berlin. Saw family there. They were hoping to enter West Germany any day, perhaps even be brought here. Now the communists are building a wall. Goddamn wall. Do they fear their own ideology? Their own ideology so much they will allow more to question? Allow none to question? None to choose? I weep for my people. I thought this kind of evil ended with Hitler. But perhaps it is inescapable. Evil does not originate from a single leader. It lies in all of us, waiting only for permission to be expressed. Humans are both an elixir and a plague. One worse nightmare. Perhaps the war did not go far enough. Perhaps anthropogenic extinction is the only solution, the only possible peace. Ugh, forgive me, as I said, not well. Return to my work, lest such dark thoughts drive me insane. Well, he sounds more sane than the other dude. Dr. Magnus Schleimacher. Over a year, I was so deep in my experiments I'd forgotten to update this blasted box. Anyone's job to even read these entries? Feels like I'm typing into the void. We must do as we are ordered. For the record, Katrina has shown little change. Although our data collection methodologies may exhibit some bias. Nightmares continue, and a wave of melancholy has washed through the entire research team. The world is on fire, it seems. We feel its effects even here. War has broken out in Vietnam, Africa, and Cuba. Soviet influence can be felt in this very country. Bruner, in particular, has spoken many times of our imminent nuclear death, to the point of wondering that it is not the best way to end the world's pain. For myself, I have neither the heart nor inclination to argue, and all of us have been affected by the tragedy that occurred in Ward 2. We don't know all the details, but the dreamer Gaston apparently destroyed millions of dollars of equipment, overpowered 2 soldiers and several good scientists, then shot himself through the eye. No one can tell me whether he was awake or where he was actually at the time, and they'll not let me see the dreamer's records. The ward is locked up tight until an official investigation can be performed. But I must know. Did Gaston see what I have seen? Did he gaze into the abyss? Did he see humanity spread thin and find it lacking? It is a dark time to be alive. One wonders how much longer humanity should be alive for. Error. Man, I wish I could read the rest of this dude's logs. He's like actually sane. Testing memory success. Alright, Ward Prime online. After weeks of experimentation, the first World Stone is online. The Watcher, Katrine, is undergoing preparations now, under Dr. Harsgod's direction. Several specimens of the original World Stone have been taken to varying locations, but Ward Prime will be the first to connect a human subject to the stone to record what she observes. We're making history. Other worlds. Never dreamed it possible, not even when forced to work on the Nazis' vulnerable machinations. If even a fraction of this experiment works, my colleague in the US rocket program would turn yellow with envy. The moon. Empty rock. We will discover resources and people undreamed of. We're going to change the world. He wasn't wrong. Alright, new Watcher procedures. A breakthrough. We've determined that the Watcher's inability to connect to the World Stone is related to activity in the prefrontal cortex. Essentially, Katrine's conscious mind is defending itself against what it perceives as falsities. To work around this shortcoming, Katrine will be kept under sedation, so the brain's natural safeguards cannot interfere with the process of connecting to the stone. It is recommended the same procedure be used in the newly opened Wards 2 and 3 as well. The Watchers will no longer be able to speak with us, but we can see what their subconscious minds see through modern imaging technology. In effect, we can see their dreams. Perhaps we should start calling them dreamers instead. Ward 3 final report. Ward 3 is burned. The emergency oxygen tanks caught flame and exploded. There were no survivors. But initial reports indicated the fire started in the Dreamer room. Harsgod requested I be present when reviewing the tape so that I could enter the facts here. The Dreamer was shackled, as all Dreamers have been since Gaston. He did not wake, but he strained against his metal bindings and even bent one of them. The video was in black and white, but there was a clear glow across the Dreamer's skin. The attendants rushed to wake him, opening a valve to give the Dreamer more oxygen. That was their mistake. Or their blessing. As though the Dreamer were breathing fire himself, the oxygen burst into flame at his lips, spread up the tube to the tanks against the wall. The video went white, then black, then there was nothing. We reviewed the explosion a few times, progressing frame by frame. The attendants did not even have the time to react. Within less than a second, the conflagration obscured everything. Harsgod saw nothing more in the flames, and that draws attention to it, performing only the job for which I had been summoned. But I saw him. For one frame only, there in the flames was the face of the abyss itself. Dragon from the dreams. Saw me too. Bruno took his own life last night, February 2nd, 1963. He was alone with Katrine, a thing most of us have feared to do since we began sharing our nightmares with each other. Final notes contain incomprehensible formulas, runes both like and unlike those of the original World Stone, sketches of horrific monsters that looked all too familiar, and these words: cessation is equality, serenity among ashes. Katrine's dream record showed nothing as always, and our shackles remained secure. He did not wake like Gaston. Yet Bruner saw something. He saw what all of us in Ward 1 have been seeking, yet have not been brave enough to face. Was it courage that he took his life? Or was it weakness that he took no others with him? Harsgod has requested Bruner's notes for analysis, but I've not told him about our dreams, not told him the beasts in the void waiting and watching, not told him that I recognized Bruner's final words, spattered in his own blood, but also whispered in my dreams and etched in my flesh. Station is equality, serenity among ashes. I know there are none who read this infernal machine, or if you do, then you know the truth as well as I. For peace to begin, humanity must end. Prime report from Captain Ford. February 7th, 1963. Ward 1 has been shut down and permanently sealed due to some kind of contagious infection that spread through the research team. The source of this infection is unknown. The Dreamer was found dead, and a few surviving personnel have been quarantined and moved to a psychiatric facility for further testing and rehabilitation. If any Ward Prime personnel notice signs of reinfection, no matter how small, they must report to their superior officer immediately. Given the tragic events in this ward, the close relation of these events to the Dreamer projects, I've expressed my misgivings about initiating new Dreamers in the other wards. We don't know enough about these world stones, and what we do know should induce more caution than it has. So far, Dr. Harsgaard and Commander Neville have ignored my misgivings. For what it's worth, let the records show that I was against this whole damn thing from the start. Well, Captain Ford, you're smarter than a lot of other people. Apparently. Okay. We read this, right? Yes. There's no... Sorry, it's easy to get lost. It's medical storage, that's the one I want to go in eventually. Liquid Chief? Did I read his? Yeah, that's where we unlocked. Storage cabinet. It just open. Computers? And for other computers. I mean, I think we all know. There are computers up there, I think. There's definitely a computer in the observatory. I haven't seen. Oh wait, this is the... What is it? Other side of the observation. I think we all know what happened, you know. Given the, their game... Or sorry, the non-DLC bits of things. And such. How, you know, the experiments kind of got more than they bargained for and say hello to Roots, right? But reactor control and room, okay. Wonder if it's like cold or warm when you walk through those things. Or like wet. Were any of these computers a thing? Huh. Not on. That's a bummer. Does that mean that the ones up here aren't on either? We turned on the reactor though, so they only supply hard to the lower levels? Well, that's a bummer. I was looking forward to more logs. Well, what are there any other bits that I haven't quite looked? Also, I wish that there was not press and hold for a run. Also, bothers my thumb a little bit. Maybe I'll use the keyboard and mouse for just for a time because holding shift is a little easier. Oh. Maybe we have to deal with that thing first. Alright, well, let's go use the keycard. I feel like I'm wasting time otherwise to some extent. Keycards are massive. I guess it makes sense. The 60s, right? Okay. So, do we get to go into the central room through here, maybe? Research bay? Laboratory. I'm gonna go through the laboratory first. Because maybe we can open up a shortcut. I think we found the rift. Huh? 3 doors down here. Alright. Well, that's definitely an objective. Thing in here? That's like a call center almost. Hello, operator. Oh, you want to talk to Dr. Hosgard? I'll connect you right away, sugar. Oh, more notes. All right. 1963. So this is near the end after everything has gone to shit. Alas, I would never have that conversation with Schleimacher. At least, not in the manner I hoped. The man has become unhinged, but he has definitely seen Clawborn. The notes of the late Dr. Broomer provide some insight into what happened in Ward 1. Although their dreamer had not bonded to any guardian in proper sense, Clawbone, or something similar, was trying to speak through the dreamer to the scientists of the ward. Their minds could not handle this contact, and it manifested as an advanced form of nihilism that led to the deaths of many. Why have I not been affected in this way? Perhaps because I've read the runes. I've seen Clawbone's society, a vision of what ours could be. Or perhaps I have not been affected for the same reason I alone seem able to decipher the runes. Cessation is equal, serenity among ashes. These words were in Dr. Bruner's final notes. He interpreted them existentially. Yeah, based on the Darwinian assumption that survival is ultimate goal and cessation, therefore, is evil. It drove him insane. But that is not how I read these words at all. This incident makes one thing, at least, very clear. When we have perfected the dreamers, when we finally speak with Clawbone, I must be the one to speak to him. Got a bit of a savior complex, doesn't he? We came in through there. I think the rift is here. Yep, there's the rift. Let's just look around first. So. Anything good? Ah, aha! This is very helpful. Cool. Now if we mess up and die, we'll much shorter walk back. Good. That's a good aspect of level design there. Okay. So we take this, then run out to our left. Oh, hi. Hi. Oh, hi. Jeez. Oh, why am I reloading? There we go. There's one opened. Okay, what did I open up? Brood infested area. Knowledge. Yes. Ward Prime Fuse. There we go. Oh, that's why we don't have power upstairs. The breaker's on for the upstairs. It makes sense. I don't like those noises. Alright. How's everything? Good? Cool. Log. Oh, these are... Wow, these are late. Alright, 1968, June 24th. Based on the lack of response, I assume this computer is used for logging purposes rather than communication. That's unfortunate. Been down here for 3 days now and no contact, so I may as well log my own report. Part of a fire team sent to clear hostiles from the lower levels. We encountered heavy resistance and were forced to retreat. Doing so, I got separated from my team and took shelter here. Unfortunately, now the door won't budge. Trapped. There's plenty of food, so survival shouldn't be a problem. I expect they'll find me after the invasion has been contained. Till then, I'll be working at the door, listening for signs of activity and maintaining a state of readiness. Our tour is out. 4 days later. To be honest, the date of this report is just a guess. Slept 5 times since the last log, but I have no way of knowing how much time has actually passed. I haven't heard any activity outside the door. Spent most of my time keeping in shape and investigating my surroundings. Looks like they mixed drugs for the dreamers here. Also found a fuse abandoned behind a cabinet. It appears functional, may even be the reason the door won't work. But I've been unable to find any circuit breakers to need it. I'll keep looking. That's all I have to report, I guess. I'm safe for now. I'm grateful, but I hope they find me soon. Getting antsy for someone to talk to. July 2nd, 4 days later. 3rd? I've lost track of the date. Sorry. Certain I'm staying awake longer than normal. Probably sleeping longer too? Who knows? Heard noises outside today. Howling and gunfire. I slammed on the door, shouting as loud as I could, but no one came. Then the screaming started. Got real quiet after that. So safe. Yes. But I might be stuck here longer than I thought. Much later. I have no idea how much time has passed. Basically just typing this thing for something to do. No one's come. Completely quiet outside the door. Jerry thinks they forgot about us, or maybe they're all dead. The roots in here are growing faster. Can't see them growing or anything. I swear they're getting bigger. Kinda scared to go near them. Still got food. And Jerry. That's something. At least I'm not alone. Who's Jerry? Bored. I think I'm starting to go nuts. We're running out of ways to pass the time. We played scavenger hunts, Mad Libs, charades, hide and seek. Really unfair how good Jerry did that one. I even taught Jerry that drum line to I can see for miles. That got old after the 13th repetition. Jerry thinks we should try some of the drugs in here. Told him he's crazy. Who knows what that would do to us. I heard some new noises outside. Growling, chittering, even... Couldn't make out any words though. There's some scratching at the door. I banged on it and yelled. Why the hell not, right? Open is open, even have to fight my way out of... But whoever was out there went away. That was like 7 sleeps ago. Hell, I hallucinated other people. Poked at the roots today. Thought I saw something glowing underneath, so I got a scalpel and cut into them. Didn't get very far, they wouldn't stop screaming. I'd be surprised. The same thing happened with the walls the other day. Good, the walls are screaming. In which Jerry wins. Top counting, I slept after like 40. 60. Don't much matter. Starting on the drugs today, we'll go easy at first. Maybe that Gaston's cocktail, whatever mentioned in the earlier logs. Dream lucidity sounds like a gas. Oh, I suppose what else are you supposed to do? Here's the reports. Gaston's cocktail. October 1962. Dr. Simpkin suggested the dreamer Gaston's breakdown can be at least partially attributed to the solution he was given. Or more dreamers are connected, we need to test several different compounds, decreasing the amount of galantamine as much as we can without losing dream lucidity. Please advise Dr. Hosgod with all dreamer experiments to be put on hold until we find the appropriate values. I'd also like to note again that I found Weisskopf's reactor code, this time penciled onto the ceiling above this workstation. Someone needs to confront him about this. If there had been a security inspection, we could have all had our clearances revoked. Thank you. Good, we look up when we're done reading the logs. I talked to Weisskopf a week ago. I haven't seen any code since. Either he took the hint and actually memorized the damn thing, doubt it, or he's hidden it in his office somewhere. As long as it's only excuse me. So long as it's only his career that's in danger. Yes. Ward 1 Contagion, February 1963. Upon further investigation of the Ward 1 problem, I believe the methamide and oxycane levels are unbalanced, leading to electrical fields far beyond the normal range. Dr. Hosgod agreed that the correct balance must be found before reconnecting Ward 4. However, he has also asked me to look into what it would take to increase the field range even further. He assured me it was strictly scientific, and that whatever cocktail I came up with would never be used on human subjects. But why do it then? Do we have an ethics committee I can discuss this with? Oh, you don't. Assistance required. Private Benjamin Torres. I'm trapped alone inside the medical lab facility in the lower levels of Ward Prime. If anyone can read this, please send assistance immediately. Oh good, so he hallucinated a Jerry, I guess? Oh. I think they removed it. I don't see any code anywhere. But we did get a fuse, so that's good. Was that just a metal noise, or did it scream? It's just electrical noise. Darn. I was kind of hoping that the roots would scream, given the logs. But one of these offices must be the guy with the code. So, I'm gonna play this game again. Matter which one I use? Probably not. Oh, we're gonna have to deal with them all anyway. So, load up a clip, get ready. I don't really mind the puzzle. Or, I don't know if I want to call this a puzzle, but this is a bit of a repetitive mechanic, to say the least. Oh, hi. So they can one-shot you. That's good to know. I didn't realize that they were just one-shotting me before. I thought my health was just low. So I guess I need to pay more attention. I was thirsty. Reading all that stuff kind of dried up my throat a little bit.
Great, more bad news.
Okay, so he patrols back and forth. So we're gonna have to deal with both. Wait, where'd he go? Oh, maybe he goes off that way. Alright, well, either way. Fuck you. Walk down and immediately get pegged. Also. Ah! Maybe I should... You know what we could do? We could hide in the office to like lure them all into one smaller area and then juke around the desk. And get them that way. I also messed up the mod usage there. I thought I was hitting the button to swap. Between my mod shot and the other thing, but I don't think it actually worked. There you go. Mod shots are so good, yeah. Alright, now, did I just open an office or a different room? Looks like a different room. With lots of scrap. Scrap, iron, a little tiny fan. I wonder if it can't be the fuse. The fuse can't be the only thing down here. Not with the mention of a reactor code. So I guess that's probably the office with the code in it. Oh. Go back up, I guess. That's the last one, right? There's only 3 down here. Yes, okay. Oh good, they're both here. I mean, okay. If they're walking in the same way, then it'll be easier to avoid both of them, I guess. Or at least see them come in at the same time. Oh. I guess that one was already damaged. Here, that one was like super weak. This doesn't look like an office. More like a laboratory. Boost. Wash my hands. Hydrocore.
Dr. Eric Harsgaard.
Even unlocked
April 10th,
other voices.
1964. I am leaving for Ward 13. The experiments of Ward Prime have proven informative. But we are exploring more promising avenues in the other wards. Starting with subject 2409. Dr. Itzaso says the Dreamer has successfully connected, the first of our Dreamers to do so, and his vitals are stable. Let us see what he sees. From Ward 13, I will also be able to visit the rooms more easily. I learn more every time I investigate them. Even reading the same passages over again, I see connotations and meanings I did not notice before, as if the text were speaking directly to my mind. We will continue the Dreamer projects, tuning them, perfecting them, until one day I can connect a Dreamer to Clawbone himself. I can feel him waiting on the edge of perception. He whispers to me, touches my dreams. I must speak with him. He has the answers we need. If we can but find that one crucial connection. Immortality, equality, cessation, serenity. Soon, we'll have it all.
Like, when they had interns down here just doing random lab work and stuff, no one ever bumped into this thing and listened to this dude's raving lunacies. Also, what is it with, like, crazy scientist types and recording things and leaving them out in the open? As opposed to just, you know, the usual recording your crazy thoughts and putting them on Twitter. It's gonna be... I don't know if it'll be unfortunate or not. It's gonna be a bit of a trip when people start putting that kind of stuff into the games, you know? I mean, probably already has happened. I just don't know, but... Wait a minute. Hold on. Did I follow this through? Oh, okay. Okay. Well, cool, cool. I got the fuse, so we know what to do next. Go upstairs and read more logs. Around here? No. Oh boy. Finding the Finding that room again is gonna be a all nightmare. Not that, that's just the dead dude. It's near... It's by that area, right? Where, like where we first entered. I mean, not where we first entered, but... Go in here. Here's the stairs. On the other side? Here's reception. I'm making a joke here. Research bay, maybe? I just want to find like the maintenance. All that business. Okay, here we go. Now we're on to something, I think. Or not. Hold on, I'm getting closer. The staircase goes where? Does this go up to the observation deck, or does this go to the maintenance room that I... This goes to neither. Wait. Oh, it's the reactor. Wait, this is good though. Reactor... So it's this door over here, and then the maintenance there, which means on the other side of that door is where we need to go. One of these rooms is where the fuse goes. This one? Main bay power. Here we go. I think. Here it is. Alright. I need to... Yeah, okay. Breaker's on. Or off. I actually don't know if you say on or off for a breaker. When it is, like if the breaker's on, that means it's stopping the connection, right? So then I guess breaker off? Alright. The rift creatures are still rifty. Good. But the computers are now on. So we get more information and possibly do stuff. Unlock blast doors. System dies locked. Oh, those doors. Okay. Cool. You couldn't unlock these doors, huh? Also, computers up top, right? Before I go in that room, there's two things on my mind. One is, actually three things. One is save. Two is look at the computers up in the observation deck. And then three is this homestead basement key that I have. Because I have to imagine that that's like somewhere outside, but I didn't see any locked doors when I was wandering around top side. Oh. Wait, shoot, I went the wrong way, didn't I? So maybe I won't worry about the basement key yet, and instead I'll assume that it will be in like the next area after we go through whatever is next, I guess. None of those say observate. That one? We probably, that thing right there, we probably had to open it with the rift, I bet. But I want to look inside that room first before we do anything, just in case there's anything interesting. Alright, what do we got? System test failed. Log. Alright, 1968. Situation worsens outside, and the general has requested my help in stemming the tide of this infection. Very well. While awaiting a specimen for my displacement experiments, I've run some tests on small pieces of the crystals in an attempt to safely destroy them. I believe aggressive harmonics might do the trick, not only shattering the crystal, but also disrupting the coupling between the torsion and the Dirac spinners, thus crumbling the Einstein-Rosen bridge. External pressures means I don't have as much preparation time as I would like before conducting field tests. The fools want results. Well then, I'll give them some. Ward Prime has already been fully compromised. It should be an ideal location for this test. Whatever the outcome, it will prove most informative. Dr. Leto. Apostolakis. Leto, though, that's the guy from the other DLC, right? I had a lab and made the weird rift creatures. Success! The harmonic frequencies allowed the formation of a gravitational singularity, resulting in the spectacular collapse of both the crystal and much of the surrounding structure. Unfortunately, more work needs to be done before attempting to destroy the other crystals. The General will no doubt whine about the damage and potential loss of life should we extend this procedure to other wards. Those particular gripes are irrelevant. However, we are already at the drastic measures phase. At this point, any loss of life is worth it to contain the infection. No, the real reason we cannot proceed is what the crystal left behind. I'd hypothesized that the crystal would be shattered into glitter or vaporized entirely, but neither was the case. At the center of the singularity where the crystal had once stood, there is now what I believe to be a stable, possibly traversable Laurentian wormhole. Fortunately, it was too risky to get a closer look so soon after the field test. More time to determine the nature of this anomaly, the new dangers it may present. Though those dangers have been properly assessed, I'm unwilling to move forward with the destruction of other crystals, lest we make things even worse than they are. For now, my time is best served back in my lab. I must better understand the nature and utilization of the crystals so that I can return to the conundrum of destruction better equipped. My lab work may also help us in other ways. There's so much to learn. If only I could duplicate myself. That's funny. That's a good nod to the boss that you fight in his area. Okay, so there's a warp hole on that thing. That's what we just learned. Oh, that's definitely a way out. Or in both rounds. Wrong way. Alright. We'll use that rip to destroy this, but first we do anything. Ooh. No. Nope. I don't see. Can't hop over. Oh, alright. I was kind of hoping that maybe. Oh, I guess there isn't anything there. Oh, if I like those noises, you're. Oh boy. Okay, so we're probably gonna. We have to deal with him. He walks to there and then turns back, or does he keep going? I just want to know first. Oh, he does go away. Alright, cool. In that case. There we go. Alright, warp hole. Get over here. And that leveled me up. So this was... Oh, that is cool looking. Ooh, trait unlocked. Wisdom. What do you do? Elemental damage. Oh, fuck yes. Considering my build? Hell yeah. Okay, so we have... No? Is it different if you look through the other... Oh, there's nothing. Cool. Alright, let's walk inside the magical portal. Like Stargate. Hello.
Where did you come from?
The fucking hole in the ether behind me.
You should be more careful. The shadow is following you.
There's a thing behind you. Did I really Colossus much? Cool looking though. Also, our magical nonsense, or Rice, our magical nonsense powers are in full effect, where we get to understand the languages of things that we just. I like this, that you can move around and it shows you things. This is really, really cool. I think that this would be the perfect stopping place, I think. It looks like there's a checkpoint out to my left, so I'll go there. But yeah. Giant golem. Kind of cute looking native girl. Horizon native, I mean. Sounds good to me. Cool. Well, gonna save. And maybe eat some dinner or something. Go near woods. But yeah, this is good. It's nice to be back in this game again. Later on though, probably post, let's see, what time is it now? So in about 2.5 hours is 2.5 to 3 hours or so, I'll be back online, I think, but probably to play some Nautica Below Zero. If he sells anything new. Hey, Scribbles. No, I can't tell. I think everything's red because I bought it all. I mean, I also don't have the glowing fragments, but I'm pretty sure that I have stuff, or at least all the stuff that I actually want. Hey, Root Mom, you say anything new?
Return. Ask.
There's no new, nothing.
Well.
I defeat the Dreamer, and she doesn't have anything new to me. Okay. No.
Tread carefully, child.
We could get another Dragon Heart, but I have yet to use more than like 3 before checkpoints, so
Needing any scrap?
really doesn't necessary at all. Oh. Give me all of it, please. Go.
Later.
Hello there, friend.
Aw, hey buddy.
Hello again, friend. Let's see. Safest of travels.
But yeah, so I'll be back online later. I think I want to play some Nautica Below Zero later on, just to do some more exploration. Because I've been itching to play that and just haven't.
Oh, traveler.
And then I'll definitely return to this. Maybe at the same stream. I don't really have too much else going on tonight, as far as I know. Could be a double stream. So apparently, next after all that, we could just.
Take care, my friend.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so I hope everyone has a good rest of their day, rest of their night, whatever it is, wherever you are. Stay safe, stay clean, stay happy, all those things, and maybe I'll see you all later. All right. Gonna autosave and then bye for now. See you later, guys.